Well, it's Sunday, and thought before I went to bed last night, if I wake up in a good time, I might jump on the motorcycle and take a quick flick over to Akaroa. Akaroa speed limits are changing in the sense to try and look at road safety or whatever. It seems to be the way that this country deals with road issues. Now let's go and take a ride at the open speed limits until they change next week.
It's always a good thing when the motorbike starts.
Something ain't right. Something's not right with this front end. So, one thing I didn't go do and check, I didn't check around my tyres this morning, and that's not great. Maybe I've got a puncture or a slow leak somewhere. We'll check it out, see what we can find. What a bugger. I don't know, I've been over the wheel, I've pumped it up with plenty of pressure, and I've gone over with a spray bottle with a bit of soap in it just to check all along the tread and the sidewall and the rim, and I can't see any faults. So take my pressure gauge with me, and we'll just gauge it, and if it starts feeling a little bit weird, we'll stop and turn around. Bit of a bugger, because it does give you a bit of level of uncertainty, but at the same time I can't find any faults with the tyre or rim. I haven't ridden it for about a month or so, and to be honest I should have actually done a walk around. In just a few days, the speed limits to Akaroa are going to change. At the moment, it's 100 kilometres an hour all the way through Little River, and then through Little River town. Speed limit through there, of course, which is completely understandable, and I totally get that. And then up over the hill to Akaroa is a 100 kilometre open limit, which is fine too. But I guess there is that risk and hazards of stuff of, it's a tight, windy road and blah, blah, blah. The ride out through here, look, it's a nice straight road. 80 k's an hour seems ridiculous on this road. My oh my, the bugs. I hadn't been out here for such a long time, and look at these towers of bugs, man. They're insane. I didn't get whacked in the face so much here, but just before when I was riding, I got a bit of a whack. Look up there, the signs are all ready to go. We're at Little River now. The speed limits are changing mid next week. So when I put this video up online, I'm going to include the wee speedo down there, which shows the real GPS speed versus my speedometer speed, which is a little bit out because of, I guess, just the way it is, isn't it? So ironically, I guess the 60 kilometre an hour speed limit that they're going to throw into play over this hill is effectively going to end up being like 55 k's because of the correction. So 60 kilometres an hour, you can pull up behind some traffic, and you can see 60 kilometres an hour is about the speed that majority of traffic do travel over here. The road itself is in really good condition. It is winter, or at the very end of winter, beginning of spring, so we expect that conditions are going to be a bit variable. The thing that frustrated me right about here is there was a passing lane. 3 cars ahead of me, the Mercedes up front didn't pull over into the slow lane, this car with the trailer didn't pull over into the slow lane, nor did the car behind that. All following each other in the fast lane, and they weren't going fast. So here I am now having to pass these vehicles, well, not having to, but I am passing these vehicles because I can, and it's safe to do so. Once we get down to the 60 kilometre an hour speed limit, technically I won't be able to pass anybody because I'll be going above the 60 kilometres an hour. It's insane, really. And then the Mercedes sped off there onto the left-hand side around the Summit Road. Ultimately though, when you come to look at the Banks Peninsula, it is a beautiful place to be. The scenery, the vista of the bays, the road, it's a nice road. In the summertime when it's all dry and there's no grit and all that sort of stuff around, it is spectacularly beautiful, and there is no doubt at all you can ride this very, very swiftly. And I know that in years gone by I have ridden this road very swiftly. Today not so much because it's been a long time since I've ridden it, and I wasn't sure of what the surface was like traffic, and conditions were a little bit iffy as far as the dampness and all that sort of stuff. So, I'm just taking a leisurely ride on this occasion because I can and because I am. Here I am. The Griso is such a big, hefty, lumpy bike that it is. It really does seem to favours the tight and twisty stuff. There seems to be an element of real joy that I get from that really tight 25k corners and flipping and flopping from side to side, and really getting into the groove of that. Like the Crown Range is probably a really good example. Akaroa is a gorgeous town. It's got a bit of French history here. There's a really cool little museum worth looking at. There's a few bars and really cool little restaurants, cafes, and just the outlook from the place is beautiful. I've stayed many weekends here, whether it be camping or in a motel or whatever, and lovely place to come visit. There is the increasing traffic and motorcycles and all that sort of stuff. It does put a little bit of pressure on the road, but I'm not going to complain about it. Well, it made a bit of sense while I'm here. Grab a quick coffee, eh? And we have a cake, but I can't eat it and get it out of the bag with 2 hands or 1 hand. So what have I got? It's a caramel hazelnut slice. It's gooey as hell. That's really nice. There it is. Cheers. Well, that's the coffee. All about done. Well, it is done. There's nothing left. I've drunk it into the whole damn lot, and the slice is gone too. So that was a good break. It looks like the weather could be raining on the way back a little bit of spit in spots, but no drama. Let's get picked up and on the road. My biggest thing is, because I'm living in North Canterbury, getting across town is my big boon really, and you've got half an hour, 45 minutes just to get across town, let alone getting to Akaroa itself. Looking at a little over an hour and a half from my home to get over to Akaroa. Once these limits get changed, I'm expecting that not going to get much change out of 2 hours to get from home to Akaroa. So that's how much impact it's going to have. And you'd say that that's probably not a hell of a lot. And ultimately, when you look at my speedo here, yeah, sure, I do get up to around about 90 to 100 kilometres an hour in points, mostly hovering between that 60 and 80. And especially when you come up behind traffic, there's plenty of opportunities for traffic to pull over and just allow faster, quicker traffic past, and that's really much appreciated. And I know that when I'm driving a car, I'll often, if I see a motorcycle behind me, I will often pull over and let them past, just because I guess being a motorcyclist yourself, you know that it's kind of just a little bit annoying to be just sitting there meandering away thinking, can I get past, can I get past, can I get past? No. And you just have to keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, because there's a good spot right there, isn't there, right there. And I just have to keep waiting. I could pass here, but the road is a bit wet, and I don't know. I'm not willing to throw my bike over the bank. just for a matter of getting past. Ironically today, the week leading into today was really nice weather. Saturday I woke up and I sort of thought about doing something, but I didn't, and I thought I'll save it till Sunday and I'll take a ride over then. And ironically the weather was far from glorious or beautiful as what I was half expecting it to be, but it wasn't. No doubt now it's been a few weeks by the time I posted this video that the limit has been changed. Curious to hear how it's feeling, the whole ride over there with the changed limit. And yeah, throw your comment down there if you have a comment. If you have no comments, don't. That'd be awesome. So nearly home now. A really enjoyable ride. I was a little bit nervous about my front tyre. I have had some trouble with it, as you saw in the beginning. Yeah, so a little bit of a bummer and a pain, and uncertain of what that deal is. Planning on going for a ride next weekend. So the question is now is what's up with this tyre? Why did the air go out of the tyre? I don't know. Because I sprayed water over it, I think I said, and should figure out why. So we'll take off this and we'll just see what the pressure is after the ride out today. We have a push on. So I did put a fair bit of air in it. We're at 45 psi, which is a bit high for the front tyre, but it hasn't lost any. So bizarre. Whether it's because of the valve, don't know. It's the first time actually I've had a problem with the front tyre lacking air. Back tyre I've had numerous punches, lost air in the back and stuff, but front tyre, and I guess the front tyre being the one that makes you go in the direction you need to go, is the last one that you want to have air disappearing out of. So I'll be watching this one closely. There's still plenty of tread there, you know. But it's still not a bad tyre. We'll figure it out, hopefully. Hopefully we'll figure it out before anything goes bad, but it's got a bit more Ks in it to go. What's really cool today is that the odometer clicked over 180,000 Ks. That's awesome. Pit Lane Motorcycles, great spot to take your tyres. Unfortunately, I got a little piece of wire through the front tyre, and that was what was causing the very, very slow leak. But thankfully, all sorted now. Thanks for watching, and get out there and keep that rubber down onto the tarmac. Cheers.